Hi, my name is Bailey Redding, and I am a transfer from California. I went to a community college knowing I wanted to be an education major and transferred here because of Jesus and because of the environment. And when I came on my visit day, I went to a chapel and felt that God was specifically calling me here to learn how to be a Christian teacher to influence the outside world. Just a little bit more about myself. After I graduated in 2017, I felt God say you need to take a break before pursuing your career in education. And so I ended up doing YWAM. YWAM stands for Youth with a Mission. It's a Christian organization that trains youth to be missionaries. And on that, my big question was, okay, God, you're sending me here. I want clarity so when I come back, I know what I want to pursue. And throughout that whole thing, he just showed me how I find working with children life-giving. That's children, maybe not necessarily the youth, the babies, the kindergartners, but I just found a love for the upper grades, the 4th, the 5th, high school, love that age. So I'm hoping to eventually end up in those grades. To get to why I think I will be a successful teacher, I think at the core of teaching, you should love the kids first. And that is something I'm super passionate about. I grew up having a lot of learning issues, and so I really loved the teachers that loved me first before they cared about the assignment being done 100% correct. And so I go into my teaching loving the child first, knowing that they have their strengths and their weaknesses, and that doesn't define them. And so at the core, I think I'll be successful because I love the children, and so going to work every day is not going to seem like a hassle because I love the subject, and I have to convey that to children who are tired and whiny, and children, they're growing up, they're learning how to be adults, and we're training the youth to be the next generation. And so at the core, I think simply I will be successful, not every day, but hopefully most days, because I love the child, and that should be the desire of a teacher. Third, I think stuff I have to work on before I get to my first classroom, my first year, is this world is changing quickly, and with that, opinions and facts and language is changing, and before I step foot in a classroom, I'd like to learn the politically correct conversation words, the words that you should and shouldn't use. Pronouns are changing, and I feel a call to public school, and I want to make sure as a Christian that I know the whole story. I know walking into a public school what that brings and what language I will have to carry, knowing that I'm in an environment where other things are acceptable and are happening even in elementary school. And so I feel like if I were to learn how to properly address situations in a public school setting, that would help me be a more successful teacher in the long run. And I think lastly, I have observed a lot of different classrooms. My mom works at the school I went to, K through 8, and so I've had the privilege of the past 8 or 9 years sit in classes and watch really good teachers and really bad teachers. And by good and bad, I mean time management, class management, and I think that makes or breaks a teacher. And I think at the core, the issue is if the teacher sets the bar high in the beginning, the students know that, they recognize that, and their actions and behaviors reflect that. If you go in to your first year letting the kids talk over each other, letting the kids talk while you're talking, that doesn't set a high standard. And so I think that carries throughout the year, and I've seen that through observing through my mom's school. And so I think that setting the bar high right in the beginning will help lead to a very successful year and years to come. So hopefully that gives a little bit of a snapshot into what I think a good teacher is going to look like, what I want to embody as a Christian stepping into a public school setting, loving kids like Jesus, and I'm hoping that if I follow that and following my convictions and following what I hear the Lord say, that I will be the best teacher that I can try to be. Thanks for watching.